welcome to ArkansasYarnCast. I'm Lori.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jessica.
And we are coming to you from the home of Arkansas Yarn Co. in Malvern, Arkansas. And it's been a minute since we podcasted. In fact, it's been since the beginning of October. So
That's it.
Middle of October?
At some point in October.
Was it after your birthday or before your birthday?
It was before.
So then it had to have been September.
It was right before I went to Bora Bora.
No, we've podcasted since the retreat.
In September. But I went to Bora Bora in October, on October 5th.
Oh, then it must have been right before.
It was literally
days.
right before.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time.
Either way, it's been a little bit.
Like all of November, we didn't get to love on y'all. I mean, it's been a long time. So we're super excited to be hanging out with you tonight for knit night. We'll do knit night tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knit night on a Wednesday recording night.
Yeah.
This is Wednesday, right?
Knit night on a YouTube.
It is. And I can't remember. Do you know how many followers we have now? Subscribers we have?
No.
Let me look.
Because we've got to be getting somewhat close, but it got recorded. I know it says a month ago, but
It
got uploaded.
Than that.
Mm.
We're
it got
at,
uploaded.
We're at 695.
Oh, that's so
695?
close.
That
What
is
are we
so
saying?
awesome.
700 or 750?
750.
750. And then
Y'all.
we will do a live
We need
recording.
55.
We will try and figure out how to do a live
We
recording.
want to do a live with y'all. That would be so much fun. We have to figure this out.
a live podcast on YouTube.
That makes me a little nervous, which then in turn makes me think of Molly Shannon's character, Mary Catherine Gallagher.
You always say that.
I know. Sometimes when I get nervous. Anyway, I just threw my hair thing.
Yeah, so it's been a while, and we're so excited to be able to hang out with y'all. Does everybody have something on their needles?
Yes.
Who would like to go first?
Anna can go first. She's not actually in the process of knitting.
That is true. I just took it out of the bag. It was in the bag. So I am working on...
Just like our windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It was in the bag.
It was in the bag.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, if y'all don't know this or not, we won the window decorating contest.
And also, if you don't know, every year Malvern Downtown does a Christmas
holiday,
decorating contest, and we love to participate
And win.
and win.
Well, our family motto is, if you're not playing to win, why are you playing?
I think that might be why I don't play.
Yeah. Jessica doesn't play very well, but Anna and I do.
Yeah, but I think there was like 2 or 3 times I was walking along in the evening, because that is
It's
a
quite
part
lovely,
I do
yes.
really enjoy about this time of year.
Well, and I'll say this. The winning is like the icing on the cupcake, but putting the windows together for everyone else to enjoy is what brings us joy.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times like we go outside, make sure everything is like just so.
It has to be just perfect. I mean, the winning is in the details. Yeah. This year, I hand knitted the stockings for the chimney. Even the lampshade had yarn on it. Anna and I made the rug out of yarn. I mean, we were the attention to detail this year. The wrapping paper was candy themed with peppermint twist ribbon paper.
We should probably have Lucas put a photo of the windows up so that
We
people know
will.
what you're talking about.
So we'll have Lucas put some pictures up, but we loved it. We had nutcrackers that we painted. We went all out this year.
Tane.
And Tane helped us paint those, and she did a great job. She helped us paint them so that Anna and I could be tasked with the rest of it.
Well, Angie also helped us.
Yes, and Angie helped us. Angie, thank you so much. We had so much fun. It's nice doing something good for our community. We love doing that. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. So we are excited. And I wanted to say thank you so much that if you took the time to go and vote for our windows, we appreciated that very much. Yay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm working on, after I haven't touched it for a while, is a pattern.
Which pattern, Emma?
It's by Jessie Made,
Uh-huh.
and it is the framework bralette. I got there. I remembered it.
You sure did.
I'm so glad.
I
don't know that I have that written down for you.
I don't tend to remember the name of things very well. So
I don't tend to remember very well.
Mm.
The microphone doesn't have to lean towards us.
I love the color that you're working with.
Mm-hmm. There will be another color in with it because I only have one skein of this. So
I do have that written down for you.
I don't remember. Did it call for a twisted rib? Or did I think I just decided to do a twisted rib.
I love twisted
I
rib.
think it did call for, I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know, but I have dog hair in this. So it is made out of yarn dyed here in the shop and my dog's hair. The big one.
Yeah.
She's very hairy. What is that dog? She's like a lab mostly.
Golden. She's like a long hair golden lab.
Mm-hmm.
Like a golden retriever or something like that.
More lab.
Yeah.
But she's
Not quite as long
she's
of
got
hair.
a fat head kind of. She's a thick girl. I love her. So that is what I'm working on. I thought I had another thing here. That sweater I occasionally
that blue
touch.
sweater?
Mm-hmm. I really thought, hey, why don't I get that done this year? And then I didn't. So that's where I'm at. I've got this.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
You've been working on other things.
I have worked on other things.
You have finished objects.
Mhm. Which I will mention when we get to that portion of our scheduled event.
Our programming.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
I have a couple of things going. Right now, I am working on my anthology throw, and if I know y'all have seen this before, and I am using This Is Mustang Sally. I did a lot of detail. The pattern didn't call for this, but I had a vision of what I wanted this to look like. I'm trying to get it finished before Christmas because I want to lay it out on my sofa and snuggle with it. But
It'll take you 3 days to bind that thing.
I don't know that I'm gonna make that deadline. But I love this so much. All of this is scrap yarn. I will tell you that if you want to replicate it, I can put some kits together, but This Is Mustang Sally. This is Tannenbaum. I have a new green color that I think would be super beautiful in this, and it's called Magnolia Leaf. And then I have Christmas ribbon candy. This is a mini of Christmas ribbon candy, and I want to make some minis to do this. So, but I am in love with this. And then right now I'm working on, in this section, this is the Miss Deborah's Christmas tree cakes, and it's red, and then it has some green speckling in it, and it's super pretty. And then this was Granny Smith walked uphill both ways from my Sock Yarn Society. And then in the middle, I am holding, and a lot of you already have this yarn, but where this white is actually part of my mailbox. And I really wanted it to have a feel of Christmas lights. So I have a couple of speckles that could work. So if you want a kit to do something similar, I would be happy to curate that for you. Just message me and let me know, and I'll put something together for you. So I'm working on this. And then am I showing all of my things I'm working on?
Go ahead. Show all your things. All of the things.
I have several things. I've been working on Scott's Christmas socks. I am past day 25. He has big feet, so I have to go further up the leg so he can have some leg. So I'm working on these. I've been working on these since I picked them up. I picked them up at the yellow, and so I've done all of this section.
So for those that don't know, these are last year's cozy
Cozy Up.
knits.
Cozy knit.
Cozy.
The Cozy Knitter. This is the Cozy Knitter Advent socks from 2022. And I did not get them completed last year, but it's okay because the 2020 and 2021 look similar. So they do. So anyway, I'm getting closer to getting these. I have to do a couple more rows of colors, and then I'll start on the cuff. And I used Mustang Sally on the toes. It's going to be the heel, toes, and cuff will be in Mustang Sally. And the last 2 years, one was white, and I don't remember what the other one set was. White heels, toes, and cuffs, and I don't remember what color I did last year or the year before. So
red is a nice color.
Yes, it'll be
sock.
It'll be good, and I like Scott in red, so it'll be great. And then I'm also I saw the Alpine Bloom hat, and I was in love with it, and it uses
Thanks, Christy.
Yes, it was Christy. It was Christy who showed me that and enabled me to go get yarn. So I am using, we got in Earth Yarns. We're carrying the majority of the line, and we have all of the colors. And we got in...
we don't have all of Earth's colors, but we do have all of the colors of the spiral grain.
Yes. So we have all of the colors of the spiral grain, and I am working with, this is the sport weight, and it's called Juneberry. It's super pretty. I love it. It's gonna gradiate up, and I'm very happy with the way it's looking. And I made a couple of color work projects as gifts, and I used the Norwegian thimble, and I am in love with this thing. So now I can't really do color work without having it on. I like it a lot, and it really regulates my tension. Look how pretty that is. I love it. I decided, because this is going to be for me, I decided to do it in Sparkle Wedding Cake. So I'm using Sparkle Fingering Weight Wedding Cake, and this is sport weight, but it really is more of a fingering weight as well. So
the thickness of the spiral grain comes in two bases, the sport and the light worsted, and they are very similar in weight to Spin Cycle.
They are.
So things that call for Spin Cycle, you can definitely use the spiral grain for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all know that brown sweater that I knitted a couple of podcasts back?
No, it was the last one.
No, it was the one before that. And it's brown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just couldn't get past that. And so I dyed myself this. These are what it looks like in the hank. Look how gorgeous this is. I am in love with this. It's so pretty. So I am just finishing up the back. I'm gonna do a couple more rows on it, and then bind it off, and then get started on the top. It's going super fast. I'm using size 11 needles, and the pattern called for DK weight yarn, DK boucle, and a mohair, and I'm using a fingering weight boucle and my Surrey. And this is a much better color on me than that brown one. So I'm loving this, and y'all, it is luxurious.
It's
It is
not
pretty.
a better color on you.
It is a better color.
Preferred color.
It
by
makes me
yourself.
feel so much happier. Although that other sweater feels decadent on. I do love the way it feels on. I just can hardly get past the color because it read more gray to me. So there's that that I'm working on. And then, let me see. I have one more thing.
All this pile, and that's all you have left to show?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, I have one other thing, but it's not on the needles yet, technically.
Oh, well then.
But it's getting ready to be on the needles.
Scrap that.
But I am.
You're gonna have to stand up.
This is my blanket that I'm designing. I designed this blanket pattern for my Sock Yarn Society. Look how stunning it is. It's long. It's 62 inches long. By the time it's done, it's going to be about 42 inches wide. So it's going to be just the perfect little snuggle on the sofa and watch a Hallmark movie blanket. It's a 8-row repeat, so it is going to be super easy. One of the things that I found that I really am happy about is I'm using the twice shared sheep, and we carry these in the store. I even have the ones that are just like mine with the little sparkle bumblebee. I am using that to help me keep track of what row I'm on, and I have found that that has kept me sane. So because I put this down a lot, then I'm not entirely certain what row I'm on when I get back to it. So this never changes until I change it. So I am in love with it. I just started putting in my July colorway. I'm way behind, and I'm marling it with You Glow Girl from June.
That was
so
a fun one.
I love that, and I just am so delighted with how lovely it looks. So this is my wave to the fans blanket, and I love it. It's going to be so snuggly. Sock Yarn Society is open right now. If y'all are interested, we're going to be doing a year of tonals.
And we'll have that blanket pattern out in the middle to end of January for on Ravelry.
I am going to load it onto Ravelry, but if you are my Sock Yarn Society subscribers, everybody's getting this pattern in their January box. So there's still time for you to sign up for the Sock Yarn Society if you want to get the pattern for free. And then have an amazing tonal to go with it. So it's a year of tonals in the Sock Yarn Society this year, so that you can kind of expand your stash, because everybody has a ton of speckles, but they don't have something to go with it. And unless you're marling or fading, it's nice to be able to have some tonals to go with. So I am like,
I think we're also going to try to include some more patterns in this next
I think
year's
so too.
box.
Do y'all love that? If you're a Sock Yarn Society, subscriber,
Or just a yarn box
or
subscriber.
a yarn box, do you like having patterns in those subscription services or no? Leave us a message so that that's
Comment.
information we'd like to
Yeah,
know.
just comment below the video.
And I believe that is all I have on my needles, unless I talk about these.
What are those? Oh.
I have these little fingerless mitts that I have as an FO, but I have enough yarn left over that I'm about to cast on for another pair, and these took me about 4 hours to knit the pair. So there's that. I'll talk about this when it's my turn to show what finished objects I have.
Does that mean it's my turn?
I think it's your turn, sister.
I almost made it to the end of my row. You had taken just a little bit longer.
Oh, I need to talk more?
Flush it out.
What should I talk about, you guys? What are y'all doing for the holidays? Are you staying at home? Are you going somewhere? Leave us a message and let us know. We are staying home. Are you staying home?
I am.
Are you? You're staying home.
I'm staying home. I'm not coming up to the farm this year.
Yes, you are. All of your presents are out there, so I'm fairly certain that you want to come, and I'm I'm fairly certain that you want to come and get your gifts.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So what I'm currently knitting on, I'm almost to the end of the row, I've got a few more stitches to purl, is called the Party Cardi, Cardy, by Amba O'Brien. It is the cardigan that I am making with my Dragon Horde Yarn Cafe Creations Christmas Advent that I got myself this year. And I just separated the sleeves on it last night, so it actually looks like a cardigan now. Well, more than it did. It's interesting construction in that the sleeves are worked simultaneously with the front and back of the cardigan, because it's casted on at the shoulders.
Oh,
and then
I see what you did.
Worked down the front and down the back at the same time.
It is interesting.
So each front panel is worked separately
and
in one direction. It's a 3-needle bind off. And the back is worked as a separate section. But it calls for Judy's Magic cast on for the top of the sleeve. Because you have to be able to do a long tail cast on at the neckline. So that's how it is constructed. But these are days what is date today? The 13th. So these are color. What you can see is colors 1 through 12, and then I've got 2 rows of day 13 on here. But so the Dragon Horde Yarn Cafe box, they take every other day and dye. So every other day I get to open up a Dragon Horde, and every other day I get to open up Yarn Cafe. So that's my Party Cardi. And then the other project that I'm consistently working on every day right now are my Freckled Whimsy Advent socks. And I am doing the Vanilla Reversed by Anna Fletcher, the pattern. And so this is days 1 through 13, because I've been doing them in the morning, and so I got them done this morning. And I've already put my heel in and turned it. That's what I did on Sunday.
What heel did? Oh,
it's the vanilla reversed pattern.
I forgot.
So I'm in the process of doing my heel decreases every row.
I think that heel is gorgeous.
It's really nice for a toe-up sock like this.
It's super pretty.
We talked about that before. But yes, I saw the message the first time you showed it to me. And I like this little Advent bag that I got from
Woolen and Nosh.
Woolens and Nosh for the 2021 Advent socks from her. And so this is a really nice little bag for the Advent socks.
It is cute.
It is cute. I like it. And then with my leftovers from my sweater Advent, I am making, I think it's called Endless Squares blanket. And I did not write down who that was from. Let's see. Endless Squares by Owl Cat Designs. And so it's just a simple little mitered square blanket. But when you get to the end of a mitered square, you just add on the new color by joining the yarn, and then pick up and cast on stitches, and then just start doing the miter decreases for the next square. So with my little bits of leftovers, I'm making this mitered square blanket. So this is day 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just started day 5 last night. So if I have extra knitting time, this is what I'm working on.
Is that all you have?
It is not.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. And so last time, I think I might have talked about, no, we were getting ready to start the Stephen West mystery shawl. And so I have what I've done on it. And that's, if I can figure out where I'm at. I've got clues 1 and 2 finished, and I am halfway through clue 3, or a little over halfway through clue 3. So this is my Stephen West that I have worked on since October.
Did you end up with the same colors that Andrea?
Yes. Yeah, Andre and I ended up using the same colors this year. And hers turned out so pretty. I'm excited to get mine finished, but I had to put it down for gift knitting.
Yes.
And then when Advent season rolled around, I started working on Advent, and that's really filling my day right now. And then Thanksgiving night, I casted on the bluegrass shawl from Wool and Pine.
I've thought about doing that one.
That's so pretty.
It's fun. Because I finished my last gift knit Thanksgiving afternoon, and I didn't have any of my active knitting projects at the house because I was focusing solely on my gift knits.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed a 31-day July Advent from I think it's Geek Knits. It was Pokemon themed, and so I got 31 different Pokemon themed mini skeins for the month of July. And I decided that I was going to do this brioche shawl with it. And what I really like is that you change both colors every other row, and you leave a long enough tail when you change color that you don't weave in any ends, you just turn them into tassels. So it's this really fun kind of woven brioche stitch. And I'm using, there's 31, so I started off pairing colors 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and 5 and 6, and then when I got to day 31, I paired 31 and 1, and then 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So it's switching which color is dominant as I knit. So I get to use the colors over and over again throughout it.
It's fun.
And so I worked on that until Advent knitting started. And then I also casted on, which I don't think you've seen this since I started it, but this is the Spice Bloom sweater from Wool and Pine.
That one's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. It is. I've got a lot of yarn hanging from it because of the intarsia stranded color work. So it's coming along. You can just see the color difference in the flower, which is exactly what I wanted.
Good thing you had a very talented person dye that for you.
Yes. And so that's the start of the color work flower.
It's mean.
And
That's pretty.
that is all that I have started and have actively worked on but did not finish since the last podcast.
Okay, so now we're to finished objects.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about your finished objects, Anna?
None of which are here. So I did make things.
But you sent everything to Lucas so he can pop them up.
I sent
and show.
photos. I took photos and I sent them. So, but I sent them to my parents. And I will say I have this hat here that I did ages ago, and I spun the yarn for it and everything. But here's this hat. I don't know if I never get to wear hats around here. It's always, okay, that was on long enough. It's warm.
It is a little warm.
Yeah. So,
The sweatshirts are a little warm.
I may be taking that off soon. But I did a barley hat for my mom, and I think I did that out of Rios. And then I had some leftover. So I did this thing that I kind of pictured being a tiny little cowl, but it was a little too tiny for a cowl. But I just did some little lace thing. And so it looks like it could work really cute as a headband. And then, so that didn't have a pattern.
I thought it was cute as the cowl as well.
Yeah, it won't do much protecting of the neck from the elements.
But it is decorative and it's cute.
And then I did a hat for my dad out of Naventa. Don't remember the colorway, but it's pretty. It's red-ish. And that was called Squishy Hat by Elena Anderson. And that was fun. Which I'm pretty sure I've done that one before. But it's a quick, easy one, bulky yarn, so it goes fast. But I really liked that. I'll probably do that one again. I've already done it before. And then that is all that I have finished. But hey,
that's a lot.
Yeah, for me.
That's a good bit for you.
It is.
Bless
Excuse me. I love that.
And now I'm finished with my finished objects.
All right. I was going to go into my library and get the pattern. So I also finished, I have finished quite a few things, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I talked about color work a little bit ago, and I did the knit stitch hat by Naomi Zimmer, which is Jackie Bean on Instagram. I love her color work because her color work sections, it's not too far apart in the colors that you have to tack. I choose to tack the floats, but you don't have to tack the floats because they're appropriate length apart. It is so gorgeous. And I dyed a blue. It was for my friend Laura at Knit for Brains. I made it for her for Christmas because knitting is what brought us together as friends. And then I did the hat. So I did the hat first, and I'll have Lucas put a picture up. I did the hat first, and Laura wears a ponytail all the time, so I left a hole. I didn't close up. And then I did a purl row at the crown, and then bound off, so it kind of is a reinforced top, and it turned out super pretty. And it's blue that I dyed just for her in worsted weight on my worsted weight yarn. It was gorgeous. My yarn is so beyond soft, it feels like cashmere. And then I decided I had so much of the yarn left over. I decided that I might make her the matching cowl, so I made the matching cowl.
It was a really good size, too.
It was a good set.
It's beautiful.
It's a really cute set.
It is a very
It's
cute.
beautiful. Jackie Bean, her designs are stunning. And so I finished that hat and cowl. And then when I was dyeing the advent calendar, I dyed this color that I had to put on other yarn. And it's called This Magic Moment. And it's magical. The dye is magical on this yarn. And so I also will have Lucas put that hat picture up. I sent it to him already. And I used the Hallmark movie hat, which is a pattern designed by me. And I have a new base, and I dyed it on the new base. and that base is called Extra Plump Single. It's a single, and it was beyond stunning. So I love, love, love that. And then for the Sock Yarn Society for December, I wrote a pattern for these super adorable mini ornaments. So I know, did y'all know that I designed some stuff too? So I've been doing this, and I had so much fun that I did another one. These were made out of self-striping yarn in Jessica's Wedding colorway. I had so much fun, so I did these. They are, the pattern's gonna go up online, and these little key rings are gonna go in the shop, and I think that we'll pair them individually, and then I think that we will curate a little mini to go with, so in the pattern, and sell them as little kits. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. That is a cuff down with a forethought heel in it, so it makes it go very, very quickly. And so I did that.
For those of you that don't like Kitchener, there's no Kitchener on
There's
the
no
toes.
Kitchener, and you're just running the thread through, the yarn through, and it makes a little star toe. So, and also you do the same thing for the heel. And so, because not everybody likes Kitchener, I'm one of those people where it's not my favorite thing. And it's so pretty the way it turned out.
It's cute.
It's so cute. And I just want you to know that they're just as cute without the blocker. And so I steamed these, and it was a lot of fun. I will be making more. What's super fun is you could string these together and put them on your mantle, and you can put little mini treats in there, like little candies in there every day for an Advent if you wanted to do that. And then I also, we have this amazing yarn, and it's Illimani, and this is Amelie. And it is kind of a tubular yarn, and it's alpaca merino silk, and it's divine. It's 50 grams for the skein. And so I knit these on size 7 needles. I use this Calypso knits. This is a free pattern. I'm telling you, this took no time at all to do. And I think that I have enough yarn to make another pair. And anyway, this is what they turned out. There's no real thumb. It doesn't go high on your thumb, but look how pretty it is. It looks like mistletoe to me. The perfect little size just to keep your hands warm. If you're going to a little party and you want to give someone just a quick little knit and not invest a whole lot of money but have a lot of impact, this is, look how beautiful they are. They're stunning. They were so fast. They feel decadent to wear. They're beautiful. So, and I think you can get, depending on what your tension is going to be and your gauge, I think you might be able to get 2 pairs out of one 50 gram. I'm going to try it. I'm probably going to make the next size just a tad bit smaller in my cuffs. So in my ribbing section, because I don't really feel like I can go any shorter in the palm area, just so I know that I have enough. But I might split this and so that I have enough for both mitts. But super cute. The pattern has small, medium, and large. I did the medium, and I think the next size, and I think for my hand, I definitely could have gone down to the small because there's still quite a lot of room in there. So I'm probably going to go with the size small for the next set. But they were a lot of fun. I loved making these. And they're on a size 7 needle, so they went super quick. Mm-hmm. I did magic loop.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all?
Finish all that you have?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay. I really focused on my gift knits since the October video. For the majority of October, I attempted to keep up with the West Knits MCal. And I did a pretty good job for the first 2 clues, but the 3rd clue really slowed me down. And then when the 4th clue came out, I decided I really needed to focus on my gift knits because I was running out of time. So I can't remember what socks I showed that I was working on in the last one. I know that I know that I had showed Linda's socks that I had started. And I can't remember if that was in September or if that was in the beginning of October, but I really did not care for the pattern or the yarn that I was working with, the colors that it was working up in. So I decided to change up her socks completely. I ended up going with the Moonbeam socks by Joji Locatelli as the pattern. And then this is Queen of Hearts. The colorway is Queen of Hearts by Freckled Whimsy. And I actually really enjoy the way these turned out. It's got a bit of a rib pattern on either side of the lace. And then it's got that fun lace faux cable running down the top of the sock. And then I did a garter stitch heel flap on those. And so that pair is finished, and they will be mailed out in the morning to make sure they get there by Christmas.
What's the date tomorrow?
The 14th. I think they said that 16th is the last day.
Yeah.
I have packages to mail out too.
And then I want to say that this may have been the Coffee Talk socks, because I did these first and these were on here, the other ones were not. So this yarn is from Night Owl, and when I ordered this, I had her call it Georgia Bulldogs, but we reordered it for the shop, and it's called Woo Pig
Suey.
Yeah, Woo Pig Suey. And so it's got this really fun texture pattern on the top of the sock. It's just a really easy 4-row repeat. And so I got that pair done. And then for Lucas's brother, I made tall socks. And I want to say that this is the Stillwater sock pattern, also in the Night Owl yarn. I put a vanilla is the new black heel in these, because Trevor likes that. And then it's got a similar stitch pattern to the other socks, but then it's got this really fun mock cable that runs down either side of it.
That heel is gorgeous.
It fits nicely. It fits nicely. I like it. So I got that pair done. And then for my nieces, I was going to make socks for them, and they were going to be matching socks with different contrast color heel-toe cuff. But then after talking to their dad and trying to figure out what would be best, I decided not to do socks for little girls, and I did a hat cowl combo for them instead. So this cowl is based off of the Embrace cowl by Andrea Mowry, and I did it in the Earth Yarn Unique DK, one for each little girl, and I did alter it a decent amount, but basically it's based off of the Embrace cowl by Andrea Mowry. And then as hats to go with them, I made the Restricted Section hat by Jenny Noto. This pink is the Noventa from Malabrigo, and the purple is the Arkansas Yarn Co. Extra Plump Single.
We dyed it to match that scarf.
So these are what I made the little girls, and all of this will be going in the mail tomorrow to make sure they get them for Christmas.
I'm thinking about doing another Jenny Noto, but I don't have any clue which one.
I love her patterns.
I love her patterns too.
They're fun. She's got a lot of really fun
They're
textures
well-written.
to choose from.
She's, not to mention, just the sweetest thing ever.
She's very nice.
We love her.
But yeah, that's all of my finished objects.
Well, okay.
It's a lot of Christmas knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a couple.
Somebody
Hey,
went over
it's
a
been
cheaper.
2 months. And I completely scrapped an entire project.
I don't know. I really need to get cranking more.
I need to get cranking. There's like not enough time
There's
not
not
for
enough
all
time.
the things that we want to do. There's just literally not enough time for everything.
Mm-mm.
Don't y'all feel that way too? Are y'all crazy rushed with your gift knitting? Are you gift knitting? Do you have all your shopping done?
I like to make sure that I have all of my gift knitting done by the beginning of December. While that does give me a fairly tight deadline, I feel like I can relax leading up to the holiday and just work on whatever I want to work on.
I had 1 year where I did all the gift knits, and then I was like, okay, I did that. I'm not doing it again.
Done. It feels like I find that I end up feeling frantic. The theme for the December Sock Yarn Society was
Slap a bow on it.
yeah, slap a bow on it, because
done.
at the very last minute, we're all so frenzied. It feels like all we need to do is just slap a bow on it and be done. And we put these little needle tip protectors on the ends, and they said, "I'm fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, that's how I feel like is my mantra is I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. That's how I'm feeling right now, is like chaotic. And I really hate feeling that way.
So one of my things was I did all the tests, or not all the tests. I did all the gift knits for like every person, and then not everyone is worthy.
They're not.
So it was like I wanted to make sure everybody got something, but then because I don't want to leave one person out, one or two, and then it's just like
Yeah, when they're like, oh,
didn't
it's a
deserve that.
hat, and then they go on to something else.
Yeah.
It's like, well noted.
yeah,
Noted.
You're not getting that again.
Won't be doing
ever.
that for you again. That's time I'll never get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
so
maybe
that's part of why I don't do it anymore. That, and it was a lot.
I think you
It is a
learn
lot.
really quick who is knitworthy and who isn't. And then, it's hard not to make that person feel left out when everybody else that is knitworthy is getting something and they're not.
Like, there's definitely some people I have knit things for, and it's like, I would rather have given that to a perfect stranger.
Yes. Yes.
But,
I knit
it's-
for people like that too, and I won't do it again.
Yeah. But it's done.
It is. It sure is.
A friend of mine, so one of the things that I really enjoyed knitting several years back was the Color Affection shawl by Vera Valimaki, or however that's pronounced. I really like her patterns. I've done a few of her shawls, and a sweater until disaster struck the sweater. But I think I did about 3 or 4 of those Color Affections, and I had been thinking about doing another one lately. And a friend of mine from Alaska, I got a card from her this week, and she's like, well, I'm picking up another color affection. I was like, I feel like I really should be doing another one then.
That was your sign from the universe that you should do it.
I think I will. I need to like go through all my yarn.
Stash.
I definitely have colors that will go well together. So
It might be time to put your stash all in one place rather than spread out throughout the house.
throughout several locations. So I do have a good portion of it is all under one roof. So that's something. But the other thing I was wanting to do is do spinning again.
Mm-hmm.
So I had started that and then I stopped again. But I see my spinning wheel now all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's easier when, at least for me, if I can see it,
Mm-hmm.
then it's easier for me to be like, oh yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
But if I hide things away, then I forget about it.
So I am trying to think of like the things I want to do, the things that I know I'll be like, oh, I actually love this, and I'll get it done sooner. So I think I want to do another color affection. And then, so we're kind of into our acquisitions now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay, so so I have an acquisition that is the Advent stripy thing for this year from whoever.
Freckled Whimsy.
Freckled Whimsy. And so I'm thinking about doing some palmistries.
Mm-hmm. You'll enjoy that. I love that pattern.
Yeah.
They'll be cute in that yarn.
Because
They will.
I don't do socks. I'm thinking about doing socks, but I would gift those to some actually deserving people. So I want to do the palmistry, but so I might do that with these or an Advent from last year,
Mhm.
year before.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
For what?
It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
right
that's
here.
last year's.
Oh, I did bring it up here.
I brought it over for you.
Oh, okay, thank you. So I'm either gonna do that with this, the palmistry, or this. I kind of think this one.
Mhm.
So now, what am I gonna do with this one?
I don't know, but I
You could do both.
love this color. I actually am contemplating doing a pair of fingerless gloves out of mine also. Jessica split them. She caked them for me. So, but I really want to get my blanket finished.
So this one is already split on this one,
There's two.
and
yes.
then so maybe that's what I'll do, and then I'll figure out something else, maybe some sort of.
And because you don't knit socks, I picked a solid skein for you.
Yes.
On that one, so that if you were going to knit a hat or something with it,
Which, by
you
the way,
didn't
this
have
is
into.
what Lori gifted.
It's pretty on you.
Oh, you know, there was a few different sweaters in that
Jelly bean knits.
mm-hmm, that I could use that
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
with.
Knit happy with self-striping yarn.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then okay, another acquisition.
I went looking for mine, but I couldn't find it.
Pretty sure I had it in your cubby area.
Oh.
Because you left it out on the table
Mm-hmm.
and we were trying to dye.
Again, if things get put away and I can't see them, then they no longer exist.
So we got in, we had gotten in new mini minders by Lemonwood, and so Lori grabbed one of these for me.
She has some exclusive. We carry what she has for wholesale, and then she on her Etsy site has some that are exclusive to just her in her Etsy site. And so I ordered Luann, Anna, and Jessica ones that are exclusive from that, and so as a gift.
And then around the same time, we got our Arkansas, the ones that we got.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about that. So, I'm not trying to be like all, fussy on my hair, but before we started podcasting, Lori was talking about how her hair and volume, and I was like, well, I have no volume, and so now I can't stop thinking about that, and I'm just like, why can't it just stay there? If I put my fingers like that and then let go, why does gravity
You just have to use
exist?
Aquanet. Hold it up, spray the Aquanet, let it roll over. Next section, roll. It's all in the technique.
That's
Get yourself some 80s hair, Anna.
that was the choice of my grandma.
That
and-
was definitely a choice.
yeah. And then your hair, you leave it.
Then
for
you
the
have to
week.
use Dawn to wash all that out.
But so I'm sorry, I am a little fussy with my hair today. But I just like keep
You
thinking
need mall bangs?
if I could just anyway.
That's funny.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
So I believe, though, getting back to this, I believe that's what I've got. I did, excuse me. So since we recorded, I had a birthday.
Oh, we're going to talk about that?
We're not, no.
Sometime within the last 2 months.
Sometime within
and
the
I had a
last 2
birthday.
months, I had a...
I didn't, what I mean is,
I didn't allow
we
it.
get to say the B word.
So I had a pleasant day, but I wasn't having people celebrate it. But there were lovely souls that gave me non-birthday gifts. And so I didn't bring those things here. They're not like knitting. And also I just wanted to take them home. So I got some very pretties from lovely friends.
You're welcome.
That love you.
Thank you. But yeah, so I have other things, but they're not going to be here. They're at home. And now that's it
That's it.
for me.
I have a lot. Do you have?
I don't have any of my acquisitions because I acquired an Advent and I acquired an Advent.
And an Advent.
Yeah. Jessica also got the same Advent. In fact,
Yes,
I
that
bought
one.
them for all of our staff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This one is that's quite soft. Every time I dig into
It's
it,
very pretty.
it is very pretty. Every time I grab hold of it, I'm just like, oh, that's very soft. It's like a luxurious,
may I see it? Oops, sorry.
foresty.
I think because it is the same base as our Yummy Plush.
Oh yeah, but it's just like walking into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very pretty Christmas color.
It's very woodsy.
Yeah. So your acquisitions were all of your.
Are the things that I'm working
They're
on.
also your.
I also got a mini minder that has bees,
A honeybee.
has a honeybee
Mhm.
and honeycomb.
It was really
On it.
cute.
When I got up to get my other knitting that I didn't bring back here, I tried going back there to look for my mini minder, but Anna put it away.
Thank you, Anna, for
Where it
tidying up the
belongs.
store.
I put it where it belongs. How dare you?
So I couldn't find it. Hopefully, next podcast I will have my new glasses. I ordered new glasses, and they are on their way. And I think I'm gonna wear glasses more this year.
I'll have to see how you enjoy those, because I keep thinking about trying them. But
Is it an online company?
It is. It's Pear Eyewear. So they're the ones that have the base frames and then
You're
the
getting those?
magnetic top frames.
Oh, how many of those magnet frames are you getting?
I got 3. I got 2 designs and then a sunglass topper.
Did you get like Pokemon?
No, I got knitted toppers.
Oh.
I should get Wonder Woman. If I end up
They
liking
have Wonder Woman.
If I end up
Yeah,
liking
we
yours.
saw a lady who came in with
I think I also got Kraken toppers.
Oh, like
like
the team?
like the Seattle hockey
Okay.
team. Yeah.
Wow.
Not the creature.
I mean, either one would be correct. But it's for the hockey team.
Did it have like a little Kraken on it?
No, it's got their logo on the corners.
Oh, okay.
And then it's a split frame, so it's got dark blue, light blue, or light blue, dark blue. I can't remember.
I think another one that we saw in the store was like Cookie Monster.
Yes. It was, this lady came in and she was wearing Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
People
And then she showed us her other pictures of her others.
people who I've heard from that have them love them. I always get held up on ordering frames online because my face shape doesn't look good in the majority of frames that are available.
You know what ones I want so bad are like cat eye frames, and those look terrible on me. It's always so disappointing. I'm like, I'm gonna rock these.
You can wear
and
a
then...
more square frame, and I have to have more of a rounded bottom, but if like the whole frame is rounded, it doesn't look good. Like it's just.
And then there's Lori who just went ahead and corrected her vision.
How dare she?
Yeah.
Except I have readers.
Yeah.
They're not necessary. According to the optometrist.
We happen to go to the same person.
And then also there's so many books on tape. So
Well, I like to have them if I'm working with a dark color yarn.
yeah.
Or I'm going to pick up the leg for the afterthought heel. I like to have them for things like that.
That's true, yeah.
So something that's pretty technical, I like to have them. And then they crisp up the night
Or
for
if
me.
you're doing the little stitch markers with Luann.
Yeah, I like to do
that
for small things. And then I have night vision glasses for night. So I didn't get my eyes checked this year, so I'll do it in January. And then maybe I'll get some of those.
So what was really interesting about the pair eyewear is if you got the basic lenses, then it was $60 for the frame and the lenses. And that's it. And so if you just get the frames, that's really not a bad price for glasses.
So then how much is it per flicky?
It depends on the style. I think the sunglass ones were $30, and then I think the top frames are $25.
But I paid $300 for my readers, and I really only need it in one eye, so that's why I don't do drugstore readers, because it makes my other eye hurt when I only need it in one eye.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to wear glasses that are going to make the other eye hurt.
Right.
So but I paid $300 for those, and then I paid $300 for
Somebody's got to
my
have the designer
night
frames.
I like a designer frame. I do.
I think that, which these have transition,
the transition, the
sunglasses thing.
sunglass.
I think I ended up at like 400 something.
I think when I got these were the most expensive glasses I had purchased, and I think I spent close to $300 on these.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not.
And that's with insurance. So for me to spend a little over $100 on the everything that I bought, and that's including shipping, it's really not a bad price. And as long as I wear my glasses, my eyes don't degenerate as quickly as they do when I wear contacts. Because when I wear my contacts throughout the year, then my prescription changes every year. Whenever I've worn my glasses for the majority of the year, my prescription is the same the next year.
Is that because you don't take your contacts out all the time?
No, it has to do with how I see. because I have astigmatism, a slight astigmatism in one of my eyes, and I don't wear astigmatism contacts because they're not comfortable.
Right. You know how I used to, whenever I would wear the contacts, very rarely, and the one I would get like I had a major case of pink eye.
Yeah.
Which it was not pink eye, but it would totally look like that. That was when I was wearing that contact, had it for the astigmatism. And then the last place I got glasses, these ones, the woman said, well, if you don't wear your contacts very much anyway, let's just get rid of that. We'll use a regular contact. And so my eyes don't get gross looking now when I wear them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're on to acquisition.
I am. I have a lot of acquisitions because I also had a birthday, and I also have people who've given me gifts. We have this precious lady who comes into our store, and she loves knitting things for people. And her name is Miss Pat, and we adore her. And Miss Pat knit me these, I have 2 of them, pot holders. And then she knitted me all of these washcloths. And I just love them. I love them. She's so, so, so sweet. So Miss Pat brought those to me yesterday. And then Lindsay, Lindsay gifted me this. She ordered the yellow bag for herself from La Bien Mamie, and then she ordered me this pink one, which I love. I love the shape of it. It has a little handle. It's super cute. So I got that. And then Lindsay also went to this store in Little Rock and found these little bags, which are perfect for knitting. I can't use any of the stuff that people give me until I talk about it. So I'm super excited that now I get to use these things. So I love that. And then this is my birthday present from Laura from Knit for Brains. And she had a whole theme, and I just realized the nutcrackers over there. But Laura made me a nutcracker bag. And this actually was sort of the beginning of the theme of our store windows. But inside here is a little nutcracker, and then there's a larger one that looks like this, but he has some sparkle on him. And then she gave me one of these little Christmas trees, and it lights up. Anyway, I love this little ornament.
We ended up getting a few of those.
I did get a couple.
Our window.
And then Laura made these little pouches, and there's nutcrackers on here. And then when you open it up, there are pink needle tree toppers, and then a pair of pink scissors. Mm-hmm. And then all of it, and she gave me an ink pen also with that. And then she has this pink glitter liner that she puts in all of my bags. And I love this so much. She's so sweet. So now I can actually use this.
Did she make the pen?
She did. And Laura is so beyond kind because she knits for me. I send her a Sock Yarn Society every month, and she knits things for me. So this is called From Under the Olive Tree. This is called Bring Me Sunshine. And this is knitted with our May colorway. I think it was called Sweet on You. And I love that. And then she also knitted the Spesh Cow from Chit Chat Knits. And she knitted this with our Miss Debbie's Christmas tree cakes. And
that was a sock set.
This was a sock set. Look how cute this is. I love it. I love that she put the green on the edging because it just is so precious. And then she gifted me some yarn. And this yarn is from RMR
Ranch or RMR
Yarn Company.
Yarn Co.
And this is called Frambuesa. And it is a fingering weight 437. And this is extra fine superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% lurex. So it goes with the whole Nutcracker theme. I mean, it truly does. The teal, it's perfect. I'll put this in here. That's so sweet. And then yesterday, I opened my Christmas present from her.
Wait,
It's not
what?
Christmas yet.
I opened it because if I didn't, Anna was going to.
I offered to let somebody else open it.
And also,
You sure did. Steve
I got
offered
this.
to open it.
I actually got this last week, and I opened it last night. And Laura told me last night that she should have put Anna's name on it so Anna would open it, because Laura wants me to open it right when I get it. And like Anna
You should have
does.
opened it last week.
But I can't do that
I
because
feel like I let her down.
I want Laura to get hers before I can open mine and enjoy it. So she sent me,
I don't think that sounds right.
it doesn't really sound
I
right.
think it doesn't sound right that I didn't get to open it.
I mean, I agree with that.
Eat glitter for
Aw.
breakfast and shine all day.
That's cute.
And then inside of this bag is, I love notebooks. I love notebooks.
True
So
story.
there, I have pink and
We'll have,
silver.
more notebooks to keep up
And
with
look at
now.
this sparkle
Ooh.
pin. It's super pretty. So there's that. I love it. And then she knitted for me. And this is the Storm Shawl from Joji Locatelli. This is using the Sock Yarn Society Granny Smith Walked Uphill Both Ways. It is so beautiful. I love it. This is a one skein shawl, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a free pattern. So if you need something to do with your Sock Yarn Societies, I highly recommend this. She did a great job with it. It's beautiful. She always knits for me. Clearly she thinks I'm knit worthy, and I'm so grateful because I am knit worthy, and I love it that she does that for me. And then she gave me Crystal Skies hand dyed yarn. This is in the Fairy Glimmer, and she has a club as well. So this is the Fairy Glimmer Club, and this was the August, and it's called Fairy Court, and it is super soft. And then she made this bag for me. This is in my signature pink sparkle. Glitter is my favorite my favorite color is glitter. She cross stitched this for me, and it killed her hands. She made this little pool, and then this is a black sparkle vinyl, and then inside of here she made me, y'all are gonna love these are scrubbies. It does not, I cannot make these sparkle anymore. They are sparkle. And then,
That would have killed my hands.
yeah. And then she made me these pink, purple, and blue ones, and she dyed the cotton yarn for these. And again, they're sparkle. I love them.
Sure.
Yeah, they're very sparkly. So I have 10 of these. I love these so much. And then we're getting to the end. Look at this. It has my name on it.
Naturally.
Super sparkly all around. And then
Why'd she send you so much sparkle?
she knows I love it. But this is a sparkle nail set, which you should always have this in your knitting supplies because you never know when you're going to need to clip a hangnail. And then she gave me this little box that says knitting makes me happy, and within here are all these super sparkle progress keepers, which also could be earrings because there's a bunch in here. Love these. And then there's a little case, and it matches the bag.
That's cute.
And inside of it, Brett made me these little heart. I'm going to do it here so y'all can see. These little heart.
I would hold one up with your hand behind it.
These little hearts. It's hard to see, and I
You'll have to
apologize.
take a photo.
I'll take a picture. Stitch markers. And so Brett made these for me out of pink.
3D printed.
They are 3D printed. I love them.
They're so talented.
And then, y'all are going to
And
love
then-
this. Look at this. These are tape measures. And they're sparkly. And I am in love with
They
them.
look like sparkle donuts.
Okay, I was just going to say, is it because I can't have sweets right now? Or
They're so
Because the
yarn.
button is
You
not.
want a bite?
I very much
You want a bite? You want the strawberry or the vanilla?
vanilla.
I love these so much. This is just beyond generous, and I
If you
love her.
hadn't said that they were tape measures, the way they look on the camera makes them look like little tiny sparkly donuts.
Yeah, it probably did.
I'm surrounded by sweets when I have just vowed that I can't have sweets.
And then we just got in the store. This one is mine. We just got these in the store, and I am in love. So I asked Veronica at Lemonwood if she would make me my own Arkansas Yarn Co. mini minder. It's so pretty. You see this strap? No one will have this color because Veronica dyed this leather just for me. But look, I literally gasped when I pulled it out of the box because it is beyond stunning. Look how pretty that is. And then this strap,
The vertical.
and then this, and then she put little flowers all along the shaft where the yarn cake sits right on top. And then you can hold this on your arm, and then it spins. It spins lovely, and you knit right from it. And this is such a nice thing to use while you're traveling because you can put it on your arm and you don't have to wrangle your ball of yarn all over the floorboard of your car when you're a knitting passenger princess, which I am. So
That
I am
company
in love
was
with these.
Very nice to work with on that.
Yes, and when you go into our website, just type in Mini Minder in the search up above, and they're all listed in there. Arkansas Yarn Company is first. I moved it up, and I am in love with them. They're absolutely gorgeous. She has a lot of them, a lot of different designs, and all of them are gorgeous, but none are more gorgeous than mine. It's so pretty. She did such a good job for me.
did.
It's glitter. The state of Arkansas is glitter. It's my perfect pink. This is my favorite shade of pink ever, and I love what she did. They're
Also,
so
it's
pretty.
not like it's not a this glitter comes off.
It doesn't
kind of
come
thing.
off.
So it's not gonna go fussing on your
No,
yarn.
you're right about that. It's so much fun. I couldn't be more happy with these. They're simply stunning. Veronica did such a great job at Lemonwood. So anyway, get yours. And by the way, they come folded up nice and tidy in these little packages. They come in a little
it's
package,
flat.
and they're flat. So they're the perfect thing to add to your stocking stuffer. So go buy yourself one of them to put in your own stocking. There's still time to get it before Christmas.
There's not. This
Oh,
won't
'cause
go
this
up
won't
until
go up
Saturday.
until-
Oh, it might.
Well, if you have
If you got a gift card.
you got a cash
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yes.
But yeah, this is how like
They come
much
flat.
they break down.
Yes. Yes, and it comes like that, and you have to assemble it yourself, which is literally sticking this wood through this bottom, and then put the carabiner on and put the strap on. It's so great. But
Put
who
the
doesn't
yarn
want?
on and then put the carabiner
Yeah,
on.
put the yarn on, then put this strap on. But who doesn't want this color? It's so beyond gorgeous.
Boop.
Anyway, that is all I have. I love it.
That's fun.
We're so blessed with such gracious friends. That all of that was from all of my gifts were from Laura from Knit for Brains and Miss Pat, and I love them. I will say this. I do have one other thing. I don't have it with me, but Anna gifted me this super gorgeous skein of self-striping yarn that is pinks and greens, a beautiful sage green, and I love that also, but I left that at home on my sofa because I was looking up a pattern for it, so to use it. So anyway, thank you. That's all I have.
Well, then I think that's pretty much at the end of our
It probably
time,
is.
which we're at an hour and 20.
Y'all, we have missed you. We just have like so much. Leave us a message and tell us what's been going on in your knitting world, your yarn world, your crochet world.
How are you coping with the holidays?
Yeah, how are you coping?
What do you plan on doing in the new year? Are you
Yes.
doing any New Year's resolutions? Are you planning on learning new things in the new year? We've got at least one local customer who plans on really learning some new things with knitting in the new year.
Yes. And we have a lot of classes coming up too. I know a lot of y'all are not local to us, but learning is something that we're going to be doing in the new year as well. We've got a lot of classes coming up. We're super excited about it.
I think I might, depending on how much time we have next year, I think I might try to figure out how we can do virtual classes.
I think that's great. Oh,
That'll be fun.
my goodness. I completely forgot all about our newest acquisition.
Are we going to talk about that?
Yes, we are going to talk about that. Guess what we got?
You're going to have to send Lucas a photo.
Okay, we'll send Lucas a photo.
It
We
came in
got-
2 boxes and it was hefty.
Have to.
Thank goodness we had strong girls to pick that up.
And
Jake.
thank goodness
And I-
our UPS
And our
man
UPS guy, and our UPS guy is hot. So, yeah, we should order more things for you from
He
UPS.
didn't come back.
No, we keep
He
telling
didn't.
him.
I'm gonna knit him a
bring
hat,
us-
but I
bring
need
us
one of his
patch.
UPS pouches. So we got
Patches.
patches. I said pouch.
You said pouch.
Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted by Jake. He's hot. Anyway, we got a True Knit circular sock knitting machine, and we are so beyond excited about it. We're gonna have some afterthought everything classes. We are just learning.
As soon as we learn how to
The ins and outs
the
of
ins
the
and
machine.
outs
Yes.
of the machine, then I think we're gonna start cranking sock tubes.
Yes.
And letting people send us sock tubes for us to crank.
Well,
for
and then we
them.
can have them for sale in the
Sock
store
yarn,
too.
yeah.
soft yarn.
Yes.
To crank.
What I
tubes.
love about it is she literally put our logo on everything.
All the little things.
All the little components have Arkansas Yarn Co. on them, and
that
that
was
just
fun.
tickles me to no end. The attention to detail from Jamie at True Knit. She did a great job. The machine is beautiful. It would be more gorgeous if it were pink
It
or
was
some
heavier than
shade
I
of it.
expected it to be.
Ditto.
Yeah. I think it looks exactly like I expected it to be. I really wish that it had been pink. But
Black
black
looks just as
looks
fine
good
here.
in here too. We accent with a lot of black. So, but it's gorgeous.
If you couldn't tell, we have it over there.
We have it over there. We can't quit looking at
On
it.
the sideline.
Yes, we can't quit looking at it because it's stunning.
Well, it's heavy, and so we had to get a hefty table
We did.
for it to attach to.
Because when it
And-
first came in, we didn't have any little table except for a TV tray table.
And it was not hefty enough.
They
We had to
counterbalance.
balance it. We had to put weights on the
They
other
put all of the
side.
weights that came with it on the back side of the table. And I was about to pick one up, and Jessica goes, "You should not pick that up because this whole thing is going to fall forward. It's counterbalanced." So we are so excited about that.
Yeah.
We're excited for the things, the possibilities that we can do with it, and what a nice way to crank up some swatches so people can see what the yarn will look like knit into socks, or kind of an idea of what the yarn's going to do in a project.
Maybe I'll
So-
get into sock making.
I know. I was knitting Scott's socks, and he goes, "You should take that to the girls and let them finish those." And I'm like, "It doesn't really work that way." So I'm super excited about it. We're beyond excited about it. We've been waiting for it. Steven is very excited about it. He's like, Jessica asked him if he was going to come over and come to work on Tuesday, and he said he was coming on Thursday. So he can't wait to get his hands on it and play with it.
So tomorrow, speaking of Thursday, we've got our little town's Christmas parade tomorrow. I might film a little portion of it on my phone and have Lucas put it at the end of the video.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be our Christmas parade, and then afterwards, there's the tree lighting ceremony on the courthouse lawn, which if you go out our back door, you see our gorgeous lit up courthouse right now. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're working super hard to make it very charming and very very
I like
Hallmark.
walking around that block because
It's pretty.
They keep changing little things. There's snowman boards, and there's tree boards, and then there's like the little light up creatures and stuff.
And it's
so sweet.
They have the local kids at the schools in the county paint all of those every year.
I love it.
Which
Is it a
right now
contest?
they're all white.
I don't think so.
It looks really, really good. And so we're super proud of our town and being a part of this community. And did I mention that we won?
We did win the window display.
First place and People's
People's
Choice. So we won both categories.
Yay.
Yay, us. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We really, really, really appreciate it. We love y'all so much, and we're so happy that you're part of our community. We love having you. We love hanging out with you, and we've missed you. So we're super glad to be back. Anything else?
If you don't already follow us, click the little subscribe button. If you want to be notified when our new videos go up, there's a little bell somewhere that you can click on.
It's usually here.
Somewhere.
And the
Somewhere
like.
on this page of
Yes.
yours.
If you enjoyed hanging out with us today, which an hour and 25 minutes in, I really hope that you have.
And thanks for staying this long if you haven't. Hoping that it's getting better.
Hit the like button below.
Yes.
And please leave us a comment, because as sparingly as I actually go on and read the comments, because I forget to, we do actually really enjoy conversing with you in the comments.
We do. Anna and I are pretty good about going in and commenting back. And generally, if it's from me, I will put a pink heart in my comment so that you know it's from me. So if you get a blue one or a green one, you'll know it's not from me. So anyway, yeah.
I feel so tall.
Yeah.
I'm not. You guys, I'm not. Anyway, yes, thanks for joining us.
Yes, we had missed y'all. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You gotta listen.